Namaskar. Welcome to English Live online meet number 10 of Poesy Tales. I'm Anupama Kadwat, your host for today. First of all, I would like to give a brief information about Poesy Tales. Poesy Tales group was formed in WhatsApp in the year 2020. Here we have prompt segment of words given by members, picture prompt segments, and then these prompts are compiled into beautiful e-signs interspersed with lovely artwork. Live online meets in Marathi, Hindi, and English are held. Here, I would like to take the opportunity to thank my admin team for their support. Sanjay Vedak ji, Ajay Verma ji, Sheetal Pradhan Deshpande ji, and my mentor, guide, and inspirational figure, Kunda Bapat ma'am, with whose blessings I continue to flourish. I feel honored and privileged to host the meet with you all luminaries today who have graced the platform of Poesy Tales. Today, we have respected Prasanna Kumarji from Hyderabad, a renowned writer and founder of Fertile Brains Literary Group, respected Somdatta Mitraji from Kolkata, who has participated in more than 1,000 anthologies. Dr. Prasanna Kumar Dalai, winner of Hyper Poem Guinness World Record 2023. So, audience, please do stay tuned till the end. Now, without taking too much of your time, let's begin today's poetic meet. Our first participant for today, I'd like to invite respected Prasanna Kumarji. He is a widely published, translated, and internationally acclaimed multilingual poet and editor. His recently edited international anthologies are Love and Longing, Songs of Peace, and Manushwatam, Songs of Humanity. Sir, a warm welcome to you. Kindly recite your poem, sir. Most welcome.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks for having me on the Poesy Tales. It's such an honor to be amongst you, and thanks for once again for such a given honor, Anupama Kadwad, ma'am, Somdata Mitra, ma'am, Dr. Prasanna Kumar Dale, sir, and here is the one that I offer you. Maybe it's like a psychological thing. Caught in the web of gossamer thoughts, the mind became a mindless knot of knotty entanglement. Walked through the woods of sentient dreams to find the space for the rest and peace, the gullibility, lost in the vague chimera of unreality, the actuality of harmony and serenity held within the mentality, but how to trace with clarity unless the restlessness makes a way for the silence calmness to breathe the senses and hold the same, retaining the sanctity, which then maintains beauty. That's the small piece. Thank you, ma'am.
Wow, that's really a splendid composition, sir. Very nice. Thank you so much. Now, we move on to our second participant for today, which is respected poetess Somdatta Mitraji. Poetess Somdatta Mitraji has traveled the poetic world through her zeal. She comes from the city of joy, Kolkata. She has received several accolades in daily writing challenges, poetry recital competitions, story writing contests, and painting competitions. She has delivered speeches and conducted literary events as a chief judge and mentor. She has participated in more than 1,000 anthologies and was featured in a few virtual magazines and national and international newspapers for her articles, poems, and short stories. She has received great honor and accolades in national and international platforms and created world records in poetry writing and teaching. Most welcome, ma'am. Most welcome to recite your poem. We are glad to have you here.
Thank you so much, Anupama ma'am, Anupama Katpat ma'am. This is a really thrilling moment for me, an honorary moment for me to participate for the first time in Poesy Tales among the luminaries, Prasanna Kumarji and Dr. Prasanna Kumar Dalaiji, uh, who has graced the occasion with me. Uh, Before beginning with my poetry, I would just want to relate one or two lines about my thrill that I am really enjoying right at the moment. For a poet, for any poet, it is really a kind of expectation that if any poet receives a little bit of encouragement and opportunity over a platform, it becomes a celebration. So this moment for me is a kind of celebration where I've got this opportunity for the first time in StreamYard to come live in front of all of you. So here I begin with my first poem, which relates to women as a whole, because we are celebrating Women's Day today or tomorrow, maybe. So the title I've given is Women Are Phenomenal. Like an ephron, she organs to providence. Her nurtures and adornment of life is vital. She fertiles her womb with new generations. Her benign smile enlightens the world with a strong foundation. She spreads love in abundance. Like a fountain, her emboldened persona sprout devotion and effulgence. She likes to flutter her wings in different directions, to explore the world with her abilities and might in perfection. No matter how much the world has judged her over knowledge, perceptions, abilities, and loyalty, she is phenomenal in gliding and determining her goals. In required dimensions, woman can accost to situations. Often depravity and ferocity triggers hostile webcops around her. She remains stern in her undaunted courage, and like a phoenix from the ashes of injustices and discriminations. Never bothering, never regretting her Ephesus, women today are sedulous in their seamless resolutions. Much fanatic about her dreams and aspirations to materialize, she always perseveres with immense potential to aggrandize. Pouring out her soul into each and every relation, she protects the world in her bosom, singing lullabies. Being empathetic, benevolent, and merciful, she often resolves matters of contention. Graceful, dignified, distinguished, and competent other define her magnificence. Her nobility and innocence has always been examined by the society. Her enigmatic, dynamic, and inspiring personality often bestows her as a matriarch and a shoulder to lean on. Her charm and beauty is beyond any discernment. Her genuine rights are enveloped in her priorities over her family. She is like a songbird whose melodies transform hearts into an oblivion. Empowered to rule a country with her diligence, she proves her worth. She is tolerant, she is affectionate, she is amiable and serene. Yet she is a caged bird in various spheres of life to be demeaned. She is trafficked or oppressed for dowry. Her wings are perforated with acids of depravity. Her innocence is smashed by the greed of oppressors. Her dignity and respect calls for an emancipation. There she squawks over a vulnerability. She evokes the world to free her from the bondage of marriage or labor. Respect that she earned from her contributions must not be a snare to degrade her. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Very nice, ma'am. Truly awesome.
Thank you.
Excellent, excellent rendition.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
A very fitting tribute to a woman. Thank you, ma'am.
It's my pleasure, ma'am. It's my pleasure. Thank you.
Now, we will move on to our next respected participant, Dr. Prasanna Kumar Dalaiji. He is a passionate Indian author, come poet, and a lecturer of English by profession in the Ganjam district of Odisha. He is an accomplished source of inspiration for young generation of India. His free verse on romantic and melancholic poems appreciated by everyone. He belongs to a small typical village, Nadiagada of Ganjam district, the state of Odisha. After schooling, he studied intermediate and graduated in Kabisuria Baladev Vigyan Mahavidyalaya, the then MA in English from Behrampur University, PhD in Language and Literature, and DLit from Colombian Poetic House from South America. He promotes his specific writings around the world literature and trades with multiple stems that are related to current issues based on his observation and experiences that needs urgent attention. Sir, you are most welcome to recite your first poem.
So I will recite one poem, uh, Metaphor of Life. This poem is going to be very interesting. I will hope that you are going to enjoy. The different metaphor of life. The title of the poem is the metaphor of life. The different job you complain about. The dream of someone unemployed. The mischievous side that hurts you, tests your passion, is the dream of the childless. The small house you think is too cramped is the dream of someone homeless. The modest saving you worry over is the dream of those drowning in debt. The health issue you consider burdensome are the dream of the someone fighting a terminal illness. The fact that your mistakes are not on display the world to see is the dream of those haunted by the past. The peace of mind you have, the restful sleep you enjoy, the meal you easily access, these are dreams for those living in war-torn regions. We must cherish everything we have. After all, nothing, nobody knows what tomorrow might bring in your life. Thank you very much.
Fabulous, sir. It's really very true. We
This,
never know
this
what tomorrow
poem,
brings. Yes, sir.
thank you.
I will
This
take
is this is a kind of realistic poem written 4 to 5 days ago. So I hope that you will just enjoy this poem.
Certainly.
I will take this opportunity uh, with due regards to one among us who is very, very a familiar face and a renowned personality whom everybody knows in the literary world, Miss Anupama Katwad. I would want to hear a poem from her. Before I plunge into an invitation to her, I would relate a few lines. Her poem book, My World, was published in January 2016. Poet of the Year 2023 award from Asian Literary Society. She also received Global Poet 2023 award from World Poetic Fraternity, representing 120 countries and 858 poets. Some of her poems are published in the Scarlet Leaf Review, Metaworker, Literary Yard, Down in the Dirt, Poetry Soup, All Poetry, Indus Woman Writing, Eve, Adbudaya Magazine, Tahira, and other journals. May I please invite Anupama Kadwad ma'am to relate with us and share with us one of her wonderful poems.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for the kind invite. Thank you. Since we are celebrating International Women's Day today, here is my small poem on women. A woman has high level of tolerance. A woman has high level of tolerance, exhibits great patience and endurance, exhibits great patience and endurance. Delicate and fragile, many a times she may seem. Delicate and fragile, many a times she may seem. As per the situation, she displays power supreme. As per the situation, she displays power supreme. Her existence, taken for granted and often overlooked, are her sacrifices. Her existence, taken for granted and often overlooked, are her sacrifices. When you unravel the layers of a persona, you will discover the woman beyond appearances. When you unravel the layers of a persona, you will discover the woman beyond appearances. Thank you so much.
So wonderful, ma'am. This has a beaming effect on all of us, I think. We really enjoyed it. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. I can see many of our audience has joined us. Sheetal Deshpande ji, Ajay Verma ji, Yaduvansh Rai ji, Rima Rai ji. Thank you so much. Kalkar sir, Kalkar ma'am. Thank you very much for joining us. Christy Rains madam. Thank you ma'am for listening to us today and motivating our luminaries, appreciating them with kind words. Thanks a lot. So, dear all, isn't it great that our love for poetry has brought us all together from different parts of India? As one of the founder of another forum once said, poetry is a community and we can all grow if we support each other. That's really a nice statement. Now, moving on to our next round of recitals, once again, an honor to invite Prasanna Kumarji. Prasanna Kumarji is the chief founder of the Fertile Brains, an online successful literary platform. He is making a significant contribution to world literature, especially poetry. A master's degree in commerce, Prasannaji is a social worker by profession. Welcome, sir. And thank you very much, sir. We also enjoy your meets, and it's an honor to have you on Poesy Tales group today. Thanks a lot, sir. Most welcome.
I wonder what's the need for second introduction. But anyways, I'm just elated with your kind of this thing. You could assume the theme. I'm gonna offer you. I still am entangled in amniotic strings. I'm yet to see the arena of life in the outer sphere. I wanted to look at the face and give the smile to mother who is yet to deliver. I'm in limbo of dishonor. I'm floating in the sea of emotional tides before my arrival, planning to plug
कविता
my
फोन रेडी कर देना हाँ हाँ
is
फिर
carrying me
कविता का पत्र
with such a sensitive pride, yet I'm being subjected to filthy tirade within inverted commas. She may not carry the lineage like a male hair. You might be holding up the mind of a patriarchal satire. Yet, let me assure you, with my brimming latent fire, I am no matter of trivial as I forward the genetical tire. Male or female, whatever might be the gender, the cycle of regeneration lies in the hands of superior. No one is inferior when compared. Set the disparity of thinking, go grab the hand newborn in unity. I appeal, let me live. Never about my smile, fought to reach the smile, fought to reach the mile, understand the score of vital jingle. This is about female feticide.
Very nice, sir. Excellent.
Very nice, sir. Really enjoyed it.
So now, moving on, let's welcome Somdata Mitraji again from Kolkata. A few of her more achievements, her passion to dream of a beautiful paradise for creative writing has been administered through her online tutorial bottle brush classes. She sensitizes poems through her emotions and, as a social activist, works on the social injustices in her poetry. She is a private tutor, an orator, a painter, an anchor, and an event organizer. Her slogan is Love Humanity and Worship the Mighty Pen. Very, very nice, ma'am. Truly honored to have you among us. Most welcome, ma'am, to recite your second poem.
Thank you so much. Thank you once again. Thank you so much. Uh, my two lines before I begin with my poem is that nobody till today knows about my pen name. I have always been registering myself as Somdatta, but my pen name, this is the first time I'm going to reveal it in Poesy Tales. It is Daffodils. So this is what I wanted to share with the entire literary world today, and this is through Poesy Tales that I got this opportunity. Uh, till today I thought that I will keep it really secret, but I think every poet should have their poetic name. So I have given this as Daffodils, very much inspired by William Wordsworth. Okay, there is a little bit of patriotism in me, which I cannot deny over my gestures or over my expressions in any of my poems. So I felt today I would really bring forth a little bit of poetic, passion in my work. Uh, while relating, the title I have given is "I Dream of a Poverty Eradicated India," where the freedom fighters sacrificed their lives to free India in a divine spirit to their stride. Our country is still in the captivity of poverty, where the soul is hungry for twice a day's meal in a misery. Illiteracy and ignorance paves way to unemployment. The discrimination between the rich and the poor exploits the innocents. Freedom means complete enjoyment of rights. Where the souls are chained into the deprivation and misery, how can we enjoy freedom in a divine sanctity? To cherish our long lost freedom in its true spirits, we need to realize the pain of depravity. Unemployment has been a parasite and bane. The tormentations lead to suicides and corruption, to a claim. Freedom from slavery is just not enough. Enjoying life with 2 days a meal and knowledge to sustain wisdom are the bliss to reform and recreate a progressive nation. To vehemently fight with the deprivation, our country is in the grip of child labor, child marriages, rape, and gender discriminations. That darkness spreads each hour in a transgression, where the victims of ferocity breathes in the narrow and dingy lanes of depravity, where the voices of the impoverished victims of rape and corruption sulks in agony. The travesty of our government schemes to coronate a minister seems a bondage for our country in a disaster. In the dark, gloomy, unfrequented lanes of a megacity, street dwellers breathe in a drastic poverty. The thirsty souls crave for a day's meal. Their appeal is unheard and submerged in politics. Naked souls scream for an attention. Their survival in the slums and dirty lanes seek mercy and reformation. Votes count over the oppression that a country is in a camouflage in a transgression. I dream of a corruption free country where each individual receives proper care over health and sanitation, where the children gets free education and the citizens abide by the laws to honestly defy corruption and temptation, where the soul searches for dignity and cultural treasures as the holy rivers purify them of their atrocities and sins. Let the world of Satan is burnt in a bonfire to uplift a dream paradise of equal rights and measures. A harmonious embrace must catapult to embolden the suppressed spirits. With the anvils of peace, the mind must be administered to think positively in an optimism. Life means a beatitude where fragments are divinity. The pure mind comforts each other in a catastrophe where envy must be shot with a might to salute the brave hearts who sacrifice their lives. I dream of a progressive country, India, where the mind is without fear and the head held high in an aspiration. Freedom is enjoyed in the real sense when each citizen will be self dependent, where voices are heard of developments, where the government is a holy mission to sustain equality and confidence, to enjoy the bliss of receiving recognition and respect, and establishing the abilities with dignity and be blessed. Thank you so much, ma'am, once again for giving me this opportunity to recite.
Wow, that's simply awesome. Excellent, ma'am. This reminded me of Rabindranath Tagore's poem, I Dream About. Very
Yes,
nice,
yes,
ma'am. Very,
I'm
very nice.
very much, inspired by those lines. Every now and then, whenever I am into a passionate, patriotic feeling and cheer, that line resonates, and it gives me a kind of deliberate, vivacity to indulge with it.
Thank you, ma'am, for reciting this poem and giving us an opportunity to hear you firsthand. Thank you. Now, as we move on, I'd like to invite our next past participant, respected Dr. Prasanna Kumar Dalaiji. Many of his poems have been translated in different Indian languages, and he's got global appreciation for the same. The government of Odisha Higher Education Department appointed him as a president to governing body of Padma Shri Dr. Ghanshyam Mishra Sanskrit Degree College, Kabisuryanagar. He is a winner of many prestigious awards. Sir, we are glad to have you among us. Most welcome to recite your second poem. Um, Sir, your mic.
Okay, thank
Sir,
you,
mic.
Anupama ji. I have a small poem, but it has a lot of meaning. The title of the poem is Voice of Silence.
Okay.
Silence has a voice, listen to it. Do go down the memory lane. My child still stands erect there. Silent are my awkward moments, my silent words I face every day. So much pain and agony dominate. The sea water keeps dead silent. Million hidden silence beneath. There is a silent rise in every fall. Listen to utter silence sometimes. A very small point. Thank you very much.
Very nice, sir. That's true. Sometimes it is said silence speaks more than words. It's really true.
And this year also one anthology is coming. The name of the anthology also the Voice of Silence. It
Oh,
is my 10th anthology, so it will be available very shortly in Amazon.
wow. That's great.
I would again take this opportunity to invite Anupama Kadwat ma'am for reciting her poem. And before I plunge into her welcoming, a few lines from here. Her work is published in one line sketch poetry coffee table book, One of her Marathi poems was broadcast on Pune FM radio in July 2021. She received Genesis World Writers Community worldwide platform for raising writers of global excellence for promoting literature as a founder of Poesy Tales Group. Her travelogues are published in renowned travel magazines like TripAdvisor and Holiday IQ. I welcome ma'am with you with a solemn heart. Please continue with your poem.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. My second poem is titled Little Hope in My Tiny Heart. Passing through a series of tests, passing through a series of tests, a journey, a search, a never ending quest, a journey, a search, a never ending quest. You pass some test, you flunk few. You pass some test, you flunk few. Every day poses a trial new. Every day poses a trial new. Outcome unknown till the end. Outcome unknown till the end. There are days when everything seems to go wrong. There are days when everything seems to go wrong. Bogged down by hardships, feel as if nowhere belong. Bogged down by hardships, feel as if nowhere belong. I'm sure many of us face the same situation many a times. Seems as if nothing is in our favor. Seems as if nothing is in our favor. Circumstances make our confidence waver. Circumstances make our confidence waver. Remember, darkness is followed by light. Remember, darkness is followed by light, and believe everything will be all right. With little hope in my tiny heart, I move ahead with a fresh start. With little hope in my tiny heart, I move ahead with a fresh start. Thank you. So that was my short poem.
That was so divine, and it raised a hope in all of us also. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So it was lovely meeting you all today on this platform and listening to all such wonderful poems. So I guess this brings us to the end of today's session. Does anyone want to recite any more of their writings? Or we can end the session here.
I have a third one,
Yes,
the
sir.
short one. May I read?
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. Please go ahead.
Their power is unimaginable, their strength, inner and outer energy is unmatchable. Unshakable is her core, for she is a woman of utmost spirit, born to create the life of bliss as she holds the baton of posterity, the continuity of life and death's clarity. Without her, can you think of journey? With her at the side, completes humanity. Women power.
Beautiful.
Very
Thank
true.
you.
Very true. Yes,
So
sir.
very powerful, sir.
Yes, sir. Anybody else wants to recite any of their writings?
Okay, I'd like to recite one poem.
Sure, ma'am. Please.
Okay. Recently, I've written this just a day or two back. The
Okay.
title I've given is, it is related to International Writers Day, which has just passed 2 or 3 days back. Over that, I've written. The title I've given is Writer's Pride.
Okay.
Salient expressions often remain suppressed. Their enigma and epiphany sprout with a passion. From the depressions or the ecstasies, from the achievements or the struggles, life enrich their intellect. With opportunities to hold a pen and reflect, The subtle smiles or the satires, the hypocrisy or the sacrifice for someone special, all are envisaged in a significant treasure. The mighty pen becomes an armor. Writers all over the world unite in one mission to find solace unfolding the hidden desires and rejuvenate while the ink bleeds, like a trumpet beating over the victory of a rhythm. Bold gestures bloom in a fearless progression. Curtains raised over adamant masqueraders, the mighty pen explores the significant emotions, diving in the holy bath of knowledge and percussion, unveiling the injustices, apprehensions, brutality, atrocities, and deprivation. Writers bring forth the realities and retrospect in a sensation. In a divine gesture, how love blossom in hearts. With a proposition, a romance evolves from an infatuation, where humanitarian goals transcends to vociferate. We, the writers, open the convoluted curtains. Celebrating International Writers' Day in a jubilation, the history unfolds the support of the Congress of Pen Club in 1986 in an adoration, enlightening the world for celebrating a special day where each writer significantly feels proud to raise their pen. The world united in one platform with peace and friendship, they explore the world to transform.
Oh,
Thank
that's
you.
beautiful.
Wow, fabulous,
Thank you.
ma'am. Very, very fabulous.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And we all writers can connect with the power of a pen. That's really very,
Yes, yes.
very
That
nicely
is
said.
the only weapon we have on our hands.
Correct. Thank you. Thank you so much. So I guess, uh, Dalai sir, would you like to recite any more of your poems?
No, no, I have one suggestion from my side. We also associate some foreign authors as well as for the next, because Christian and I have 190 collaboration poems.
Wow, that's
It's
excellent.
the longest collab. I have never seen her. Even we rarely talk. I rarely talk with him with students, and we have 190 continuously collaborations, poems. That is a pillow story. It is something poetical device means what I'm writing and she's going to straight away giving her answer on my poem. So there is also two books right now. We are on the way for the publication of a collaboration book. So this is my request to you. You also associate with some foreign authors for the next time.
Sure, sir. Most welcome. We'll be really honored to do that. And congratulations to you and Kristen, ma'am. Christy Rains, ma'am, has joined us. She's already been commenting on our session today. Ma'am, it's
Right.
really wonderful to know about the achievements and glad to know about all this through Dr. Prasanna Kumarji. It'll be our honor, sir. Next time, definitely would like to invite Christy ma'am as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks. So I guess that brings us to the end of today's spellbinding poetic meet. All the compositions were really, really awesome and had a great inspiring meet listening to each one of you all. Thanks to each one of you all from the bottom of my heart. And also thanks to our lovely audience for supporting us. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you
Good
so
night.
much.
Good night,
Thank
all.
you.
Thank you.